Hello and welcome to another World of Tanks video with Org. This time we are seal clubbing down in Tier 2 in the American T2 medium tank. And, well, I say seal clubbing, that's it. This tank, it's fairly alright, but the main reason I do well at it is because my opponents aren't. Anyway, this game is on Karelia, and, well, it's a good quick game. So I'm heading down the south, and we've gone a bit weak here. I've only got a Chi-Ha and a Panzer 1C for support. I don't actually realise it at this point, but this is actually a Tier 3 game, so I shouldn't be playing aggressively. And I'm going to get lucky in that I don't do anything too stupid at the start. We see a BT2, and I stop to take a shot, and hit the dirt. So I pull up, see the BT2's pulling back, so I can get a second shot in here. It puts one to me, and again I miss. And it's running away. It's left on 2 health, which is a bit unfortunate. I think we see a T18, but I can't get shots through the rock. BT2's dead, and there's a T7 combat car. And somehow I bounce off the front of it. So poke out again. It's not looking at me. Hit the dirt. There we go, I got the first shot in an H35, which is pretty thick armour, so I'm going to shoot at the T46 next to it. And T46 puts a shot into me. Managed to bounce a shot off the turret front. The T2's arm is not great, but occasionally you do get bounces. We've lost sight of the T46, but we'll take shots at the H35. But, as you see, this isn't a very good use of ammunition. So back to T46. Get one more into the H35, or we're going past. And then we get the kill on T46. And well, we've lost contact with the H35, so we'll move up. And this is weird. Okay, I think we're back in the tank. Still bouncing off the front of the H35. Occasionally you can penetrate it, there are a few frontal weak spots, but the gun's not quite accurate to actually aim for them. So we are moving up to flank it. Well, bounce, but we're loading premium shells, so we can go through the side of this. Probably don't even need premium to go through the side. And if you look on the map, you might notice something that I haven't noticed. There's a T82 ramming me. So I kind of waste 2 premium shells going through the front of it. And then kill number 2. And there's kill number 3. Let's see, the nice, short and easy game. 3 kills, but that was my ace tanker badge. That's all you have to do. You see, it wasn't even the top of my team, did 500 odd damage, 585 experience. And well, I made 6,000 profit. It would have been 2,000 if I didn't have premium, but still. So that's all you have to do to get an Ace Mastery badge down at Tier 2. Let's go! This game's a bit longer and a bit more drawn out. Well, as you see, it's on Province. And the games here, they can go for a while. And so I'm rushing across the other side of the map. Well, not the other side of the map, other side of the canyon, so I can kind of shoot up at enemies who pile up around the A or B3 area. T2 medium, one of its weaknesses is it doesn't have great gun depression. I mean, this tank's really kind of average in every way. Like, the gun depression isn't great, but it's also not awful. So I have to come quite far forward here. Take shot at Cruiser 3, but I miss. See a T7 car and bounce. Second shot goes in. Third shot misses. Fourth shot was poorly aimed and misses. But we pull back so we can get shots up at the Cruiser 3. Took a long time to get there, but the shell went in. The second one went in. And there's our first kill. Panzer 2 spotted up there, but it went away. So don't bother taking a blind shot. so I wasn't exactly sure where it was. Oh, is that it there? There it is. Fortunately we miss each other. Well, it gets a couple of bounces off my front, and I'm bouncing off its side. And there's a shot that went in. And who is this charging down the hill here? That was good of you, Panzer 1. And now you were tracked and dead. Okay, oh, there's another H-35 at long range. And not surprisingly, I can't penetrate the armour. It's 400 metres away exactly, or 405 now. I mean, not only is it armour thick and at long distance, it's actually angled pretty well against me. So again, I'm just wasting ammo. I mean, at this tier, ammo's cheap, and the fact that there are shells bouncing off it might cause the driver to do something stupid.
We didn't even scratch them.
But this one seems pretty content to just sit there and take the hits, and most of my shots are missing. Let's go on the outside. Not quite enough though.
We didn't even scratch them.
Oh, I got one in. Oh, there's another one charging down. T1 Cunningham. One shot in, but it keeps coming at me.
Critical hit.
But a critical hit, like it was absorbed by the tracks. I think about taking shots across the map, but we'll kill the T1 first. And again, I track it. The TK. It's held down, so our shots probably miss, and we're taking damage from one of those two. So, think about moving up, but well, the game's actually still pretty even. And in this situation, I don't like being too aggressive. So I'm hanging back for now to see if anyone else presents themselves as targets. Just looking where those shots are coming from. It's the guy behind me, just blazing away. The T7 car is charging up, so hopefully it'll spot someone. It spots a Mark 6C. One shot in there. Second shot misses. And there's a Panzer 2 up the top there, but we can't quite get shots in it from here. What to do? The games are even. If I move forward, I'm going to expose my flank to the H-35 and TK, which isn't going to do very well. So, I mean, I know there's a Panzer 2 up above me, so I can't really go around the south end of this road and climb up on the ridge that way. Oh, well, here's a tank to shoot at. Let's just do that for now. Oh, let's give us the tiniest of shots. But I chose not to take it, just because I'm in a pretty exposed position and I don't want anyone spotting me. And that T-18's almost certainly spotted me. Yeah, judging by where its gun's pointing, it knows where I am.
Critical hit.
I'm guessing that shot damaged the gun, because it just, well, pulls back without firing. And here's a Panzer 2. Luckily it only bounces off me and my team kill it. And right now we are one tank ahead. But the problem hasn't really changed. We got rid of the Panzer 2 above me, but there's still a T-18 up there somewhere. But I'm looking at the map. You see the T-key and the Hago, the T-key and the Hotchkiss 35 were last spotted over in B3. The medium tank and the artillery, I mean not the artillery, the light Mark 6C were up around the castle. The T-18 was directly above us, which means that there should be nothing down the far south end of the map. Like, we should be able to climb up onto the ridgeline without being spotted and get up and flank the T-18. Well, the Panzer 2 is doing that right now, so I figure I'm going to go and support it. It's just, if we get spotted here by the T-18, the H-35 and the TK, even though they're not very accurate at this range, they won't have to get very many shots on target to kill both of us. They'll be shooting into our rear. but it looks like we've gotten away with it. Another Lloyd gun carrier spots us. And we can see I'm taking fire from the HLE-5 and the Techie. But I figure they can't actually see me now, hopefully. They still got a lucky shot on, and oh, there's the medium. So now I'm definitely spotted. And there's a lot of shells coming my way to prove it. So I put one shot in and I decide I can't take this and I've got to pull back. I was using the enemy Panzer II Corps as cover, but I figured they're not spotted now, so I pull back even further. Let the Panzer II go in front, since it's got a bit of health now. And all we've got to do is spot the tank, and our friend should kill it. And then we will be around the corner quickly before we can get killed. They've loaded a high explosive shell, because the medium's got no armour, but it's not needed. Unfortunately, the TK and the HLE-5 hit the Panzer II rather than me. And of course they've spotted, well not of course, but they have been spotted. So I pull up to take a shot, and I've forgotten that I've loaded high explosive. So I do 12 damage. My second shot actually seems to penetrate, that's 49, and my third shot kills the TK. Missing the HLE-5, get a bounce. And of course I struggled earlier, and now I'm at even longer range.
We didn't even scratch them. That one didn't go through.
And well, this just isn't going well, so I'm switching to premium ammo.
We didn't even scratch them.
Get a miss. I've got one shell left, and I just take the shot, and it manages to go in. So hooray for premium ammo. Okay, just the T-18 and the Mark 6C left. So this should... well, we should win it. And there's a T-18, so I go to the right, figuring I'll put that rock between me and it. And then my plan, such as it was here, was to poke out around the corner here, kind of present it kind of a hold downish position. But, well, my luck wasn't with me. The T-18 was loaded, it saw me, it took a snapshot, and it killed me. Plus the Mark 6C was there, so I probably would have died in a second anyway. And well, our team goes on to win the game through killing all the enemy vehicles. As you see, that one was only a first class mastery, but I did get a Confederate medal from it. And, well, actually I did the most damage on my team there, I didn't think that. I got the second highest experience. And where's my spotting damage here? Damage caused by my assistance, 145. Which doesn't seem like much, but it's actually a fair bit for tier 2. Anyway, this is the last game I want to show you, and well, it's a bit quicker than the last one. This time it's on Prokhorovka. And well, I'm the lead tank on this flank, so I stop and wait for my allies to catch up. I think when I played this game, it was in the 2-week period or so that I actually had XVM stats working properly. And I'd noticed that basically I was going to have to carry this game, so I'm playing it a bit conservative and letting my team go charging out in front of me. But unfortunately, we're out of render range for the tanks that my allies have spotted. Take a shot there at the T-18, and it bounces, which isn't that surprising. So I switched to the Panzer 1C, and that shot was poorly aimed. That one's a bit better and went in, did 39 damage. Switched to that Panzer II because it's sitting still and managed to get a sneaky shot in there. And the Panzer 1C's burning. Someone got the kill there. I tried to steal it, but that wasn't going to work. Is that an M2 medium? Yep. And I'm just missing it. Anyway, I've moved up into kind of... well, I'm on top of the central ridgeline. And this is a pretty strong position if you can sit here and not be spotted, because you can have shots down, basically onto the enemy side of the ridge. Particularly the bushes right over the far side tends to be, well, it tends to be useful to have shots into them if there are people poking the ridge line. But at the moment, the team's just kind of piling up behind me. Spotted the medium tank again. And, well, it got killed before my shot arrived. Pull back just in case I was spotted. And we see an M2 light, and I can shoot at this all day because I'm never going to get spotted through these bushes. Put one shot in, second shot misses. And it's killed before I get third, and there are the enemy tanks on your side. Medium 2. Get one shot in. It's got nice soft armour, so I switch to high explosive, but it gets killed before I can send an HE shell its way. And again, I've forgotten that I've put on HE, so I fire one at the Panzer 38 and do 8 damage. Here that armour piercing, 42, 37, and I get my first kill after it was left on 1 HP. A Chiha, and that's a pretty strong position for a Chiha. But my gun's accurate enough that if I aim I can get through that one. Marder 2 camping in the bushes at the back, get another shot into it, but again my team gets the kill. And we've won this side of the tracks. It's H-35 making its way down towards our base, but well, it was getting its health whittled down by the M2 medium, and eventually it won. So we're winning this game 12-5, and of course our team decides it's a good time to cap. I'm not saying our team's a bit unfair, one person in our team decides it's a good time to cap. This game, it's kind of average so far, only 375 damage, 1 kill, not that fantastic, and the T-18's just died on the enemy team. See a T2 medium, and stop, and aim, one shot in, and second shot gets the kill, a Cruiser 3, first shot goes in, second shot bounces, third shot leaves it on 5 HP, and there, that makes me feel better. Up to 517 damage and 3 kills. And not only did I get 3 kills, I also got a Confederate badge for all those tanks that I shot that I didn't kill. But unfortunately I was way down the team list because, you know, killing's worth a lot, even though I did the most damage on my team. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.